Hi, I'm James Tweedy. Today's date is November 7th, 2013. Okay, so for a funny story, basically back in July I went to an acting modeling competition out in Los Angeles, and on the way home at the airport an Asian man came up to me and he was like, "Ben Affleck?" I was like, "What?" And he's like, "You Ben Affleck?" I was like, "What is he saying?" I'm like, "Oh, Ben Affleck." And he's like, "Yeah." I was like, No, I'm not Ben Affleck, but I know who he is." And he's like, "Oh, you look like Ben Affleck." I was like, "Oh, okay, well thanks, that's cool." And anyway, I looked it up, and sure enough I was like, there's a little similarity. So I posted a thing on Facebook. I said, "You'll never believe what just happened." Just ironic that it happened on the way home from an acting competition. And about a month later, I get a call from my local agency, and they said, "Hey, we want you to audition for this feature film they're shooting in Missouri, and you'd be like a body double or a driving double for the lead actor." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So I showed up to the audition, not knowing what it was all about or anything. There wasn't much detail given to me. And I auditioned, they had me read, and all of a sudden, come out of the audition, my acting partner's there, and she was auditioning for a part in it as well. And she goes, "You know who the lead is, right?" And I was like, "No." And she goes, "It's Ben Affleck." I was like, "Oh my gosh, that would be hilarious if I get the part after what happened on the trip." And sure enough, I get the call. They say, "Hey, you get the part." So I spent a month and a half down in Cape Girardeau, Missouri, working with Ben Affleck, David Fincher, Carrie Coon, Patrick Fugit, etc., on the movie Gone Girl. And it was just a really funny, cool story, that happened. And so that's my funny story. And in conclusion, I would love to work with you on this project for the cologne commercial. I'm my own worst critic. I will do an excellent job for you and work extremely hard and take direction well. So thank you, and hopefully I get the part.